Hey guys, Proper English here, and today I'm going to teach you how to build an adder subtractor. Now before we get into that, I'm going to need you to understand a few things. You need to know binary, two's complement, and adders. If you don't know any of those or you're a little shaky on some of them, you just need a refresher, check out my tutorials. I'll post links in the description. You'll understand them. You can come back. You'll be able to follow this tutorial with no problem. Now, we're going to use two's complement to add negative numbers. That's how we're going to do subtraction, because rather than build a separate subtraction circuit, it's much more efficient to take an adder and make it subtract by adding a negative number. And I'm going to focus on how to build this and the general things that you're going to need to know to build this. If you want to understand why this works, let me know and I can write something up that explains it in detail. But for this tutorial, I just want to focus on building it and the things that you're going to need to do to make an add or subtract. Because, the other stuff is really interesting and it's cool, but I think it'll distract from the tutorial. So we're just going to focus on this today. All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, so let's start off by doing a quick demonstration of two's complement just for a review. So we're going to take a 3 in 4 bits, so 0, 0, 1, 1. We're going to invert that, so we get 1, 1, 0, 0. So zeros to ones, ones to zeros. Then we add 1, and we get 1, 1, 0, 1. Whoa! 1. So yeah, there we go. All right, so that's our negative 3 in two's complement notation. 1, 1, 0, 1. And yeah, so we're going to use this to subtract. So the way we're going to subtract is by adding this negative 3. And all we have to do that is invert the input that we want to subtract and add 1. All right? So let's take a look at what we've got over here. So I've got this set of adders, 4 of them. So we've got 4 bits. And then I've got these multiplexers over here that are going to allow us to invert. I showed you how that works in the multiplexer tutorial. It's a quick, easy way. You can also use XNORs or XORs, but a multiplexer can do it too. And so let's start off by doing a quick addition. We'll take 3, so we'll turn 3 on in our A input and add 1. That's in our B input. And so we get 4, 0, 1, 0, 0. Looks good. Now let's subtract. So I want you to keep an eye on the emerald input. So we get 0, 0, 0, 1. So that's our 1 that we're adding right now. Well, when we want to subtract, we want to start off by inverting that. So what we're going to do is use the multiplexer. Now it's 1, 1, 1, 0. And then, like I said, we need to add 1. So we turn on the carry in. Remember, if you watched my adder tutorial, I mentioned that we use the carry in during subtraction, and this is how. We're using it to add 1 in our two's complement. All right, and you can see the output is 0, 0, 1, 0. And now when we're doing subtraction, we need to be able to keep track of whether it's a positive or a negative number. And so we can do that by looking at the carry out over here. So right now the carry out is on. That means it's a positive number. And so now let's take a look at a subtraction where we're going to get a negative answer. So let's try doing 4 minus 7. All right, so we'll take our diamond input, our A input, and we're going to make that 4. And then we're going to subtract 7 from that by turning these emerald inputs on. All right, so 4 minus 7. Let's take a look at what we get. We get 1, 1, 0, 1. And so now let's come back here, take a look at our conversion. Well, we get a negative 3. Negative 3 is 1, 1, 0. Whoa. Hello, Optifine. Turning it back to day. All right, so now let's jump back to this. A negative 3, 1, 1, 0, 1. That's what we've got on our output. So 4 minus 7, negative 3. And now let's take a look at our carry out, and we can see that the carry out is off now. That's telling us that this is a negative number. And there you go. That's how you do subtraction. Pretty cool, right? And not too bad. It's fairly straightforward. I'm going to provide a World download in the description so you can check this all out for yourself. You can build your own if you'd like. And yeah, now you know how to do addition and subtraction and do them all in one circuit. That's awesome. I mean, you're on your way to learning how to build an ALU, which is, your computer has ALU, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, good work. So next time, I think I'm going to start getting into how ALUs work, and it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. It's fun stuff, and yeah, there's so much that you can do with this. This is some pretty advanced stuff that you're getting into, and you should be proud of learning it. All right, so I hope you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.